Hey, what is up guys, DRC3 here, back with another My Hero Ultra Impact video, and today we are going to be taking on the Mixed Stage VE Tower, the brand new VE Tower. I am currently rank 1. I waited a little bit before getting this video out because I wanted to achieve rank 1 before I put it out for you guys, just to show you like potentially one of my highest scores. Now this isn't actually my highest score possible. I have hit a little bit higher scores in mock battles, so I could probably break 10,800, but for right now I'm at first. I'm not gonna push it too much. I might if someone else passes me, which is definitely possible, but for now I'm happy where I'm at. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys my teams. I'm gonna explain, try to give you a little bit of a guide for how these different floors work and stuff like that, maybe to help you guys and explain it in person. If you haven't already checked out the My Hero Ultra Impact Discord, go check that out in the description below. There is VE Tower help. Pyro Sanity is huge on the VE Tower. He, she, it's whatever, I don't know, gender, posted a guide in the VE Tower and it is pinned, and that guide helps enormously. And I looked at the guide, I used their guide as well. I also looked at other people's teams, stuff like that. So I did kind of a combination of different teams and stuff put together. But shout out to the My Hero Ultra Impact Discord. Go check that out. It'll help you out immensely if you're trying to score high on the VE Tower. All right, so I'm going to explain my team, explain kind of what I understand from this VE Tower, because there is just so much to understand from this VE Tower. Like, it's actually ridiculous compared to previous VE Towers. So first thing, the most helpful button in all of VE Tower, the strategy info button in the top right. Make sure you use it, make sure you read it before you do things. It'll help you out so much, especially if you're a new player. Okay, so if you look at the traits for the characters, both Dobby and Hawks are basically the same. So I'm just going to look at Hawks. It says once per battle, the critical hit rate of all his opponents is increased when he is attacked by a villain. Okay, once per battle, the skill impact of all his opponents is increased when he's attacked by a hero. His defense decreases every 4 critical hits he receives, gives all of his allies the ability to evade every 5 non-critical hits he receives, so you need to hit crits, and has immunity to confusion, paralysis, freezing, and blinding. Okay, so that's all very important information. So let me break that down for you as best I can, why that is important. Okay, so I have a villain, I have a hero, and I have a UA high student here. It's very important that you have a villain and a hero, okay? And you're gonna want the villain to attack first, because the villain attacking first will increase your crit rate. Remember, if you go 5 crits or 5 non-criticals, then they gain evasion and that messes up your whole run. Okay, so you need a villain to increase your crit rate. The ideal villain here to run is not Dobby, because you're going to need Dobby for another floor. It is actually Overhaul. Overhaul because he has the ability to attack all and the potential to bleed with that attack all. However, that bleed chance is so low. I think one of the rarest things to see in Ultra Impact is a double bleed on both Hawks and Dobby. I don't think I've seen it once in my hours of resetting. So, but your goal is to land a bleed on Hawks and to hit both Hawks and Dobby in the same turn. That will be your first action skill, is Overhaul's attack all. And since Overhaul attacks all, that will increase your crit rate. It's 25% per character you hit, so 25% for Dobby, 25% for Hawks, so now you have a permanent 50% critical hit rate increase. The next thing you want to do is attack with Endeavor. Now remember, in the strategy info, it says once per battle, the skill impact of all his opponents is increased when he is attacked by a hero. So, same thing for Dobby. If you attack both of them with Endeavor's Fire, his attack all, then you will potentially burn them as well as increase your skill impact, which is very important. The other reason you want to run this specific SR Endeavor is because he is better than the UR Endeavors, both of them, in this particular case, because both Hawks and Dobby have sweeping action skills, meaning they hit your entire team. And since they hit your entire team, Endeavor has a passive that whenever he is attacked, he will burn the enemy, which counts as a status ailment, which allows you to potentially get up to like 8 to 9 status ailments in one run, which could get you a very high score. And the last character we need to talk about is Ida. Ida is essential to this composition as well, because remember, you're increasing your crit by 50% with Overhaul, but now you're getting additional attacks that each have a chance to crit with Ida's double attack, giving you a bunch of crits in just 3 turns, which can up your score as well. And so that is the reason for this team. One last thing to mention that is very important is when it comes to defense down. Both Ida and Overhaul have defense downs. You're going to want to split them between Dabi and Hawks. You want 1 defense down on Dabi, 1 defense down on Hawks, okay? And then also, every 4 critical hits you land on Hawks, he loses 5% defense. So you're going to want to land as many critical hits on Hawks as possible, so try to target Hawks as much as possible with your normal attacks and stuff like that to get his defense down. Then you're going to end up using like 1+ Ultra on Dabi and the other 2 on Hawks, and hopefully it works out. You'll see that run here in a minute after I explain the other teams. Okay, so the second floor team. The best advice I can give you for this one is you need brute force. Like, it's kind of a pain to get through all of their health. And for the strategy info button, there's nothing that really buffs your characters like the last one where it gave us crit rate and skill impact. This one actually just debuffs the enemies, so it's not even worth looking at the strategy info. One nice thing about this floor, though, I suppose, is that you don't have to run a specific order of villain, hero, whatever. You can run pretty much any characters you want and get away with it. But like I said, you're going to need high damage dealing characters. Now the reason I'm running blue Todoroki is for crit, I'm running green Todoroki for his status elements, and you're running Bakugo for status elements / damage. You just need a lot of damage, basically, and that's why I'm running the memory you see on green Todoroki. Normally this memory would be run on Dabi for like the Hellfire strat, but this is really good for when you hit a crit because it'll increase your skill impact by 50%, which is really helpful because it takes this plus ultra from like 20 to 30,000 damage all the way up to 60,000 damage, which gives you that little bit of extra damage you might need to finish this floor in 3 turns, but it is 3-turn clearable with this team. All right, and for the final and third team, this one is pretty tricky. All of these are pretty tricky realistically to get done. But I am running Aizawa, Dabi, and Present Mic. I'm running the same memory on both Aizawa and Present Mic. Now, I will say, off the back, you could probably switch out one of those memories for like a hot pot memory if you're willing to do the resets to try and get the crits you need, because if you miss like 1 crit that you need, it's all over and it sucks. And that's why I didn't run the hot pot memory, but it will give you more technical hits, so it's kind of a trade-off, but it is a pain in the butt. So I could increase my score a little bit, but I was just happy with what I got here. Okay, so strategy info is important for this one. We're not going to read the first bullet point because we don't have a big 3 characters. So for the second bullet point, once per battle, the max HP of all allies is decreased when she is attacked by a villain. That is for Nejire. It's the same for both Uraraka and Tsu. Okay, so you want to use an attack all. This is why we're using Dabi. We're going to use Dabi's second action skill, his attack all, to burn all 3 opponents. And then hopefully, as long as they're all burnt, it will help us get the Hellfire proc next turn, okay? So you want to decrease max HP first before you decrease defense, because say you do an attack with someone else first and then you decrease their max HP, it's like that first attack never even mattered because their HP is decreased and they're back to full at whatever their new HP is. So make sure you do the villain attack first, basically. Okay, after you've done the villain attack, next you want to do Present Mic's attack all. If you do a Present Mic's attack all, then you can see it will decrease the defense of all the allies, making it easier to kill them. And then you probably want to do either, it doesn't matter for Aizawa, you can do either his kick or his skill seal. I like to do the skill seal in the same turn as Dabi's burn, because then I know first turn if I need to reset or not. Basically, first turn, what you're aiming for is 3 burns, 1 on each character. You need to land all 3, and then a skill seal on Nejire. If you accomplish that, then you're good for the next turn. Hopefully your Hellfire procs. If it doesn't, then rip and you gotta restart. And if your Hellfire procs, then you're in a good place. Then you just target all your plus ultras on Nejire, and you might need to switch your auto target a little bit for if Uraraka or Tsu survive, and auto target them, have all your plus ultras on Nejire, and you're good to go. But basically, the third floor comes down to landing all 3 burns, and that's all there is to it. Okay, so I think that's the strategy for all the floors. I've gone over all of them. If at any point you need to see these teams, go back, pause the video, check out the memory, stuff like that. Let's go ahead and hop into the actual showcase. All right, so we are going to do the double attack with Ida first, then we'll do overhauls, attack all right here, hopefully proc a bleed, yes, okay, and then the burn, yes, okay. So we got the crit, we didn't land the burn. It would have been nice to have that extra status element, but it's very important to land that crit with Endeavor, so you get the extra defense down on Hawks. All right, now we're gonna turn target mode on. I'm going to attack Dobby with overhaul right here, because if he fears, which he didn't, but if he fears, it stops the bleed from doing extra damage. So you don't want that. Okay, now both Dobby and Hawks have defense down. Hawks should have enough defense down for us to do 999 damage with overhaul, hopefully. And I'll target Dobby with Ida. That's typically how I do this, and then we'll do that. Okay, so here we go. Hit a crit, please. It's so important to hit the crits. If you don't hit the crits, okay, good. If you don't hit the crits, you've already failed. Okay, perfect. He has 3,000 health. We know he's dead. I think we have it. I think we have it. Yes! Okay, and the burn. Perfect. Oh my gosh. It's always so close. You have to rely on burns to get that last little bit of damage. 20 crits, 7 technicals, huge. 3,414, that's good. 7 status elements. That's a really, really good score. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm very, very happy with that. All right, the second floor now. I target Inasa off the start. I do have to do a bit of targeting with this one to get the damage the right way. So I will do my fire first, try to proc a burn turn 1. That burn will help me get the extra damage I need. Once again, it's kind of reliant on status ailments. So if you don't get the status ailments you need, it kind of sucks and you don't get done what you need to get done. So I do need to land the burn first turn, so we'll go for the burn first. Then we're going to go for the Frostbite on Inasa, and then I use this to increase Bakugo's crit, but I also target Todoroki because Todoroki actually has a decent amount of health. And you need to hit the crit right there, otherwise it's kind of ripped, but you can see Todoroki's already at half health. That's going to help us a lot later. We didn't land the burn on Kami, unfortunately. Landing the burn on Kami would be even better, the double burn, but once again, it's kind of RNG. This might be a reset if we don't do enough damage, but it's possible to do it without landing. Ooh, it's definitely possible. Okay, yes, it's definitely possible to do it right now. Okay, so we target all 3 plus ultras on Inasa. He's burnt. As long as they all 3 hit crits, we win. If they don't hit crits, it could get dangerous. I think our score might be a little bit lower than normal this time because we didn't land the burn on Kami, any of them. If we had landed the burns on Kami, well, it's going to be so close. Okay, please. Okay, that was enough. That was enough. Our score's probably going to be a little bit low. It could have been a little bit higher if we gotten more blinds and stuff like that, but I just can't be bothered to reset. I'll take that. 20 crits, 5 technicals, 3,583. That's pretty good. I am about, what is it? 30 points short of my max score in mock battles, so I could probably improve this score a little bit. But yeah, I'll take that. That's not bad. That looks good. All right, and for the third and final floor, we'll just use Dobby first. Try to get the triple burn if we're lucky. If not, we'll reset. Then we'll use Present Mike's attack all, and then we'll go for the bind. I think, okay, we got the triple burn. Bind, yes, okay, oh my gosh. Oh, so much resetting. So much resetting. Okay, we got the triple burn, we got the bind, that's huge. All right, we have a chance this time. We'll use Present Mike's attack all. We're gonna target Uraraka because I just don't want to accidentally not do enough damage. And then we'll use our action skills on Ninjure. Okay, so, okay, nice crits, perfect. Ooh, for some reason, Uraraka has like an insane amount of health. I don't know why they decided to do it that way. This is gonna be close. I think I'm gonna need to target Ninjure here and then use a plus ultra from Dobby on Uraraka. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so close. If any of them don't hit their crit, I might be in a bad place. Ninjure is really low though. We have a chance with her being burnt. Oh my gosh, we didn't hit the crit or the skill seal. Oh no, she's pretty low. Okay, maybe. Is it gonna be enough? Oh my gosh, 22,000 health from a, oh my gosh, it was enough. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. I didn't think it was going to be enough. Oh my gosh. Oh, we missed one crit. We were one crit away. And that was the one crit we missed with the Plus Ultra. One more crit, we would have broken 3,800 right there probably. Ah, man, but that's okay. I'll take that score. It's not my high score for this floor. The other two were high scores, but this one's not my high score. So overall, that should give me a pretty decent score. That should be a first place, I do believe. That should be a first place. 10,789 points. We were so close to 10,800. If I just didn't like botch up the second and third floor, I could have done a little bit better. Missing 30 points on the second floor, missing basically, I think I'm missing basically 30 points on the third floor as well. So I'm missing about 60 points I could have otherwise, but not bad. I'm happy with that score. All right, and as you can see, I am now rank 1, 10,789 points. Pretty good gap, but I'm pretty sure these guys will come back with the vengeance and try to beat me, but I am happy with that for now. If you guys enjoyed the video, please go down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave me some comments, questions, things like that. And thank you guys for watching. Peace.